Good morning, man. Today we got a lot to talk about. Well, not really a lot to talk about. We got something really important to talk about. Something that most people kind of don't touch on this subject. So we're gonna kick it about that. Right now, I am currently in my personal vehicle. Let me turn it off. I'm in my car right now because my trailer's in the shop. My trailer's in the shop because it needs a new inspection, but in order to pass inspection, it's gonna need some new tires, some brake work. I should have it back a little later this afternoon, and then I'm gonna jump back on the road, get back to the money. You know, if the wheels ain't turning, you ain't getting no money, you ain't earning. So, but today we gonna talk a little bit about why a lot of company drivers aren't making what they want to make. They're not making, a good living in this economy. Right now, we all know everything's super through the roof. Everything is a gazillion bucks, man. Everything costs $1 million. You know what I'm saying? No matter where you live or how you live, what you're spending has been affected. It's in your best interest to make as much as possible. Um, if you're somebody that's a company driver, and shout out to all my company drivers and shout out to all my owner operators. But if you're a company driver, right now, you're probably looking for ways to try to make a couple extra dollars. You know what I'm saying? That's because every dollar count right now. The problem is that the industry's, the industry's changing a lot. With that in mind, you have to have some sort of niche. Just driving trucks, just saying you got a CDL and just, hey, I can drive ain't enough no more. A lot of people are, finding their niche in this. If you're smart, you're looking for something, specific to do, something hyper specific to do, something along the lines of flatbed, something along the lines of tanker, something along the lines of heavy haul, something along the lines of last mile delivery, things of that sort. If you do not have a hazmat, I highly suggest that you get one. I do last mile delivery right now. That's the niche that I'm in. But I'm actually about to go get my hazmat too, just to double down. Why not? You know what I'm saying? It might be some money in it for me at some point in time, and I'd rather be ready than have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? With that in mind, hazmat pays a little bit more if you're a company driver and you are making what you're making, and you're trying to make some more. You could do tanker and hazmat endorsements, and run fuel. You know what I'm saying? Go drop fuel to these different gas stations and truck stops, and make more money that way. Flatbed is another thing. You could do heavy haul where you taking all sorts of machinery and all of that. But you want to get more familiar with flatbed, getting into that, you know what I'm saying? Learning how to tarp, chain, strap, all of those things. All of those skills will make you more money in the long term. And in the short term, just in general, you will make more money learning these skills. Um, what else? Tanker is another way to make some more money. Tanker will pay you more than just a regular, what I'm saying, trailer, just making, drive-in deliveries. You will make more doing tanker, or you will make more doing refrigerated. If you've only driven drive-in, then you might want to get more familiar with doing refrigerated. You know what I'm saying? These are all opportunities that will help you make a little more money than you would just make doing drive-in. um, there are certain companies that haul a lot of high value freight. High value freight will get you paid a little more. Um, examples of high value freight is if you run a refrigerated. High value for you would be more like medicine or things of that sort. Those type of loads pay more. You know what I'm saying? Um, but lock in on a niche. Do not think you're just gonna get a CDL and you're just gonna be okay after that. That's not what's going on anymore. Nowadays, you have to lock in on something specific. You want to turn it up a notch and get you a niche. You do not want to just say, hey, I drive trucks. I'm in the game now. Negative. You will be in the game, but you may not be getting what you're trying to get. I don't want to hold y'all up all day. I just want to chop it with y'all, about that. Do me a huge favor. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe. Comment if you agree. Comment if you disagree. You know what I'm saying? Comment if you think I need a haircut, because I definitely need one. But yeah, thank y'all, man. I'll see y'all next time. I'm out of here, man. It's your boy BGM Trav. I'm gone.